Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to inflate a basketball. This will be a straightforward and easy tutorial for pumping up a basketball. Let's get right into the video. All that you need is sort of like a standard typical basketball that you will be using, and then you need some sort of inflation tool. Now you can use a manual air pump, but I have this battery operated Ryobi air pump, so I'm going to be using this one. As you can see, it just gets the job done really quickly. Now at the edge of your air pump, you will need a pin that is used to specifically pump up sports balls. So it looks like this. You're gonna need this piece at the end of your inflation tool. So I'm actually gonna place my camera down on the ground, and on the end of my inflation tool, I'm gonna place my pin in there, and I'm gonna lock it in place using this little lever right here, just like that. So now as you can see, the pin is locked in place. Now before you pump up your basketball, you want to look for the inflation level. So you can see it says inflate to 8 psi over here. So my goal would be to inflate it to 8 psi, but in reality, for the most part, it doesn't, even if you don't have, like this one has a gauge, but if you don't have a gauge, you just want to make sure that it bounces properly. That's really what it comes down to. If it bounces properly, it's inflated enough. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to place my needle inside of there, okay, my air inflation needle. You can see it has just a little hole at the end to send the air into the ball. So I'm going to place my air inflation needle inside of there, just like that. You saw I did what I did right there. I'll do one more time just to show you. Okay, take the air inflation needle, place it inside of that little hole right there that is for inflating the basketball, just like that. Okay, once your air inflation needle, I'll show one more time just because this is probably the part that is most important. Take your inflation needle, make sure it's on camera right now, place it inside of that hole, just like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pump it up. Now I'm going to hold the camera like this, and I'm going to push the button, and it will show me how much psi is currently in the basketball. So you can see right now it's 7.5, so I do need to add a little bit of air. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hold this down to put some air into the basketball. Okay, and when I release it, it's at 8. So right now it's where it needs to be. I'm just going to push it for a brief moment just to add a little bit of air, because when I pull the pin out, a little bit of air will escape. So check this out. Just like that. So I've now put a little tiny bit of extra air, and then now that the basketball has been inflated to where it needs to be, I'm going to remove the pin, and you heard right there that's because a tiny bit of air escapes. And then the real test, the true test, will be when you bounce it. Does it bounce properly? That's it. So you're good to go. When you get a good bounce from it, that's the key there. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.